What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Friday, August 11th, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Answer Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Wonder Woman has earned more than $400 million at the North American box office as of this week. Directed by Patty Jenkins and starring Gal Gadot as the titular superheroine, the film has taken in a worldwide total of more than $794 million to date. The domestic milestone announcement was made Tuesday by Sue Kroll, the president of worldwide marketing and distribution for Warner Bros. Pictures. Kroll said in a statement, "When Wonder Woman opened to such a terrific number in June, we thought this is truly a moment for the film, for our industry, for director Patty Jenkins, and of course for Gal Gadot." Now, more than 2 months later, Wonder Woman has become a phenomenon, the must-see movie of the summer. Audiences have embraced this character and her story in such a spectacular fashion, and we couldn't be happier for everyone involved in bringing this incredible property to life and to cinemas across the country. The movie, Wonder Woman's first standalone adventure on the big screen, co-stars Chris Pine, Robin Wright, Danny Houston, David Thewlis, Connie Nielsen, Elena Ayana, and Ewan Bremner. Riz Ahmed is being eyed to star in Sony's upcoming Spider-Man spinoff Venom that stars Tom Hardy in the title role. Ahmed is in early talks to appear in the film from director Ruben Fleischer, Variety reported. The actor's potential role is being kept under wraps, with the Hollywood Reporter noting that he will not be playing Carnage, another major Spider-Man villain who is connected to Venom. Venom, a mainstay in Marvel's Spider-Man comics, is a villain and then later an anti-hero. Venom is born after an alien symbiotic bonds with photographer Eddie Brock, who is then gifted with powers similar to Spider-Man's, along with other abilities. The character was first portrayed by Topher Grace in 2007's Spider-Man 3. The spin-off film is being penned by Scott Rosenberg and Jeff Pickner and is due in theaters on October 5th, 2018. Sony has stated that the film does not connect with the recently released Spider-Man Homecoming starring Tom Holland that takes place inside the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Sarah Paulson has teased the connection her character shares with co-star Alison Pill in American Horror Story Cult. Paulson said to reporters Wednesday during the Television Critics Association press tour after set pieces from Cult were shown, Entertainment Weekly reported, "There are two women married to each other in that house, but who are they?" The actress continued, "It's me and Allison," before saying that may or may not be true after Pill pretended to look shocked. Paulson is set to portray Allie Mayfair Richards on a new season with Pill as Abby Mayfair Richards. Pill says, "We've known each other for a long time and have never had a chance to work together, so it's really is the most exciting to have all those scenes with the person who I couldn't respect more and who is so good at acting." Also, during the Television Critics Association's press tour, producer Alexis Martin Woldall clarified comments showrunner Ryan Murphy previously made about how Cole would explore the 2016 presidential election between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Woldall says, the Rapid reported, "I would say honestly that when Ryan had made the announcement originally that the season would deal with Trump, it's more about what's going on in the world around us. We talk about the streak of paranoia, and a lot of it launches from that." American Horror Story Cult is set to premiere on FX on September 5th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The cast also includes Billy Lord, Billy Eichner, Cheyenne Jackson, Colton Haynes, Adina Howard, Lena Dunham, Mary Winningham, Francis Conroy, and Emma Roberts. Fraternal filmmakers Joel and Ethan Coen are writing and will direct The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, a Western anthology series for Netflix. Set to debut in 2018, the six-tale project will star Tim Blake Nelson as the title character. Cindy Holland, the streaming giant's vice president of original content, said in a statement Wednesday, "The Coens are visionary directors, masterful storytellers, and colorful linguists. We're thrilled for Netflix to become home to the full range of their talents." Nelson previously worked on the Coens on Oh Brother Where Art Thou. The siblings' other credits include Fargo, The Big Lebowski, No Country for Old Men, A Serious Man, True Grit, and Inside Llewyn Davis. Stephen Colbert announced via Twitter that Anthony Scaramucci will appear on Monday's edition of The Late Show on CBS. Colbert tweeted Wednesday, on Monday, August 14th, Anthony Scaramucci will be my guest on at The Colbert Late Show. This is just a heads up for our censors to get ready, #TheMooch. Scaramucci left his post as the White House Communications Director in July after a tumultuous week and a half during which he gave a profoundly laced interview to the New Yorker magazine and prompted the resignations of White House Chief of Staff Reince Priebus and Press Secretary Sean Spicer. Scaramucci has recently been lampooned by comedian Mary Cantone on The President Show. His estranged wife gave birth to their second son late last month. Leslie Jones provided commentary for the latest episode of HBO's Game of Thrones alongside Seth Meyers on Late Night. Wednesday's segment named Game of Jones featured the comedian providing commentary and insight into Sunday's episode of Game of Thrones titled The Spoil of Wars. Jones said of Isaac Hempstead Bribe's character, who had been featured recently on the hit fantasy drama Spaced Out and monotone as he embraces his role as the Three-Eyed Raven, Brand, they need to really just get a blood test on him just because I think he's high. Other comments included how her Game of Thrones castle would be located in Compton, how she would go about being intimate with Aidan Gillian's character Littlefinger, and how she doesn't quite trust Conleaf Hill's Lord Vanes, who suddenly appeared to view the show with the Saturday Night Star. Leslie screamed in excitement as Hill entered the room in costume as Lord Vanes. "Oh my God, this is so cool. I was saying that you can't trust your expletive, but your expletive that you're not telling everybody." Game of Thrones airs Sundays on HBO at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jimmy Kimmel says his baby boy is doing great despite needing 2 more heart surgeries. The 49-year-old late-night talk show host gave an update on 3-month-old son Billy in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter after the infant underwent emergency surgery for a rare heart defect in April. The Jimmy Kimmel Live star says he's doing great. Young Billy made his first visit to our office today. He's juggling. He's translating Flaubert from French to English. He's really an amazing kid. No, he smiles. That's pretty much it. He shares he is to have 2 more open heart surgeries. We would like to get them over with and not have to think about it all the time, but it could definitely be worse. Billy was born with heart defects on April 21st and underwent open heart surgery just days later. Kimmel emotionally shared his son's health issues on his May 2nd show and gave an update during an episode the next week. The television personality said on May 8th, "Our son Billy is doing very well. He's eating, he's getting bigger, he's sleeping well." Kimmel shares Billy and 3-year-old daughter Jane with wife Molly McNeary. He's also dad to Katie and Kevin with ex-wife Gina Kimmel. He posted a new photo of Billy on July 21st while celebrating 3 months with his son. The star captioned the picture, "Billy is 3 months old today and doing great. Thanks for all your love and support. And please remember, your Congress people, that every kid deserves the care Billy got." Season 2 of The Crown is to premiere on Netflix December 8th. The celebrated costume drama follows the lives of Britain's Queen Elizabeth II, played by Claire Foy, and her husband Prince Philip, played by Matt Smith. The upcoming episodes will take place primarily in the 1960s England. The synopsis accompanying the 9-second teaser Netflix released Thursday says, as Queen Elizabeth's marriage and empire crumbles around her, she must do what is required to ensure the British monarchy survives. Kelsea Undercover star Zendaya says the show will likely end with Season 3. The 20-year-old actress who plays Casey Cooper on the Disney Channel series explained in an interview with Entertainment Tonight that both she and her character are growing up. Zendaya said at a Variety's Power of Young Hollywood event Tuesday, "I'm assuming it's the last season just because I'm growing up and there's a lot of other things I want to do in my career." She added, "Casey's growing up, she's becoming a young woman. There's been a lot of talk this season about her going to college and moving on and moving in different directions in her life. So I think so." Zendaya is also known for portraying Rocky Blue on the Disney Channel series Shake It Up. She made her film debut in Spider-Man Homecoming this year and will next star in The Greatest Showman with Zac Efron. The young star said in the Variety's Power of Young Hollywood issue of branching out to movies. There were a lot of opportunities that weren't really what I wanted to do. I think a lot of people look at me in a certain way because I've been on the Disney Channel a long time. She added, I would much rather have one line in a great movie than be the lead of a shitty one. I want to wait for the right thing. Kelsea Undercover returns for a third season in July. J.J. Abrams' upcoming dramedy series based on drag icon RuPaul's life is in the works at Hulu. The streaming service has signed on to develop the half-hour series titled Queen, known as The Hollywood Reporter. Announced in March, the show will offer a fictionalized version of RuPaul's life as he heads to New York in the 1980s when he became a popular figure in the nightclub scene, Deadline reported. RuPaul is producing Queen along with Abrams' company Bad Robot and World of Wonder, the producers behind the 56-year-old's VH1 reality competition series RuPaul's Drag Race. Gary Lennon of Power and Orange is the New Black fame is writing the script. Queen is the latest collaboration between Bad Robot and Hulu following the release of the limited series November 22nd, 1963, and the upcoming series Castle Rock. RuPaul's Drag Race, which moved from Logo to VH1 in March, was renewed for season 10 in April. The new season will premiere on VH1 in March 2018. Shannen Doherty was feeling grateful as she returned to work this week following her battle with cancer. The 46-year-old actress started filming the Heather series with Selma Blair on Tuesday after announcing she's in remission from cancer. Doherty captioned a photo on Instagram, was back on set today. It's been a rough 2 years. Fighting cancer. As an actor, people bench you. They assume you're too weak, not able, etc., etc., and yet it's something like work that invigorates and renews strength to conquer the unimaginable beats. She also added, I compare myself to a car today. That vintage Shelby that's been in the garage too long. It's still a great car, the best. Just needs time for the engine to warm up, and it's good to go. Performing like it's supposed to. The star says, I'm grateful for today, grateful for every day. Thank you at Heathers for letting me play and be someone else today. Great crew, great writers, great cast, great show, great director. # Paramount Network 2018. Doherty plays Heather Duke in the original Heathers, which opened in theaters in 1989. The movie is being adapted as a television reboot starring Doherty, Blair, and Grace Victoria Cox, and will premiere on the Paramount Network in 2018. Blair captioned a picture from the set Wednesday. I'm loving my wardrobe on # Heathers, except the part where my butt keeps flying out of my costume. So I will show off this part instead. # Sparkly, # Spoiler Nap, # Set Life, # Paramount TV. Newlyweds Maksim Chmerkovskiy and Peta Murgatroyd arrived in Italy this week for their honeymoon. The Dancing with the Stars pros shared photos Wednesday from their getaway to Lake Como, their first vacation away from their 7-month-old son, Shai Alexander. Murgatroyd captioned a slideshow of photos on Instagram. Lake Como with my love. We were blown away by the beauty, missing our little Shai. This is our first trip away, just the two of us. Chmerkovskiy added to a picture of Murgatroyd in their hotel bed. When your bed takes up most of the hotel bedroom and you don't even mind, not even a little bit. # because Como. Chmerkovskiy and Murgatroyd tied the knot July 8th at a lavish wedding in Long Island. The couples couldn't help but gush about their nuptials in subsequent posts on Instagram. Chmerkovskiy wrote on July 12th, my love at Peta Murgatroyd, I've been waiting for this day my whole life. My heart is overwhelmed with love, my soul is elated, and my life is finally completed. I truly am the luckiest person ever. Murgatroyd added the same day, July 8th, 2017 was the most magical day of my life. I married my soulmate, my perfect man, the only man I could see myself growing old with. I will love you until the end at Maksim C. Chmerkovskiy and Murgatroyd met as pros on Dancing with the Stars Season 13 and got engaged in December 2015. The pair welcomed Shai in January. Groundhog Day and the Big Chill cinematographer John Bailey has been elected president of Hollywood's Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Science, the bestower of the Oscars. Bailey, who's 75, has served as governor, representing the cinematographer's branch of the Academy for 14 years. He takes over for Cheryl Boone Isaacs, a film marketing and public relations executive who served the maximum of 4 years and as Academy president and was the first African American to hold the title. The Academy announced in June it had asked 700 274 artists to join its ranks this year, noting there has been an increase of 359% in the number of women invited to be members between 2015 and 2017. During the same time period, there's also been an increase of 331% in the number of people of color invited. The Academy is actively trying to be more inclusive since it was criticized for not having no people of color among its acting nominees at the 2015 and 2016 Oscars. The white Ford Bronco used during the infamous 1994 O.J. Simpson police chase will be featured on the August 14th episode of History's Pawn Stars. Simpson's former agent Mike Gilbert, has held on the vehicle for 22 years after he bought it from A.C. Cowlings, the man who drove Simpson during the chase 5 days after the murder of Simpson's ex-wife Nicole Brown and her friend Ron Goldman, USA Today reported. Gilbert is looking to sell the Ford Bronco that was seen by millions on television during the chase to Pawn Stars personality Rick Harrison, who co-owns world-famous gold and silver pawn shop, for over $500,000 or no deal, TMZ reported. Harrison said to the New York Post about the car after test driving it with fellow Pawn Stars personality Chum Lee, "It's in amazing shape. I drove it around and it felt a little odd, but it runs great. I think Gilbert was a little nervous that I was going to scratch it or wreck it." Harrison says, "I've been offered some OJ stuff over the years, and I always tell people to go someplace else. I ate stuff like that in my store. This is one of the most conflicting episodes we've done." Simpson was granted parole in June after serving 9 years in prison for participating in an armed robbery. He'll be released in October. Montabe Heidi Montag gave fans a glimpse into her tropical baby moon this week. The 30-year-old reality star posted a photo Wednesday from her getaway to Hawaii with husband Spencer Pratt in late July. She captioned a picture of baby moon on Instagram of Pratt doing a push-up on the beach with her on his back. Entertainment Tonight reported Montage wore a bikini from the Hills co-star Audrina Patridge's swimwear line, Pray Swim, in the snapshot. The star was 7 months pregnant at the time of the photo. Montage announced her pregnancy in April and confirmed the next month that she and Pratt are expecting a baby boy. She said in an interview with Us Weekly that it was, quote, in her heart to have a son. The star recalled, "I thought Spencer really used to want a boy, and then a few months ago we had a conversation where he said, let's just make sure it's healthy, boy or girl, I don't care." She also shared, "I hope to have a little girl one day, but for my first child I really wanted a son. I thought it'd be a more natural bond for Spencer since he and his dad are so close." Montage appeared on the MTV series Laguna Beach before starring with Pratt on The Hills. Her former co-star Lauren Conrad welcomed her first child Liam James with husband William Tell in July. Kylie Jenner rang in her 20th birthday at a surprise party thrown by her family. The reality star, who turned 20 on Thursday, attended boyfriend Travis Scott's concert Wednesday in Los Angeles before partying with Scott, mom Kris Jenner, and sisters Kendall Jenner, Khloe Kardashian, and Kim Kardashian. Snapchat videos show Kylie was greeted by her family and friends following Scott's show at the Staples Center. Kylie, who wore a white miniskirt and loose top, immediately gave Scott a big hug before joining the group. Guests enjoyed sweet treats like Dipping Dots, a chocolate fountain, and a birthday cake with a photo of Kylie making a goofy face. The party also featured an ice sculpture of Kylie's nude figure. Kris shared a photo earlier in the day herself and Kylie on the August 9th digital daily cover of WWD. She praised Kylie and the success of her Kylie Cosmetics company in the caption. Kris wrote, "I'm beyond proud of my baby. She is not only beautiful inside and out, but intelligent, smart, creative, innovative, intuitive, and loves her relationship with her fans." She added, "You are a game changer, Kylie, and have disrupted the industry you are so passionate about. You work tirelessly every single day, and your work ethic is second to none. Bravo. I love you, mommy. Hashtag Kylie's Cosmetics." Kylie and her family came to fame on the E-Series Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which will return for a 14th season October 1st. Kylie also stars on the spinoff Life of Kylie, which airs Sundays on E! Calvin Harris has taken the #1 spot atop the Forbes annual list of highest paid DJs for the 5th consecutive year. The Electronic Cash Kings list released Tuesday Thursday has the Scottish DJ earning $48.5 million over the past year from producing six-figure Las Vegas performances and seven-figure music festival performances. Harris released his fifth studio album, Funk Wave Bounce Volume 1, in June, with singles Slide featuring Frank Ocean and Migos, and Feels featuring Pharrell Williams, Katy Perry, and Big Sean. Harris earned more than raking in 2016, $63 million. Rounding up the rest of the top 10 is DJ Testio with $39 million, The Chainsmokers $38 million, Skiller X $30 million, Steve Aoki $29.5 million, Diplo $28.5 million, David Guetta $25 million, Marshmello $21 million, Martin Garrix $19.5 million, and Zedd $19 million. Other top artists from 2016 included Avicii, Afrojack, Dimitri Vegas, and Like Mike, and Cassidy did not make the list. Pink has returned with the new single titled What About Us, alongside news that her seventh studio album, Beautiful Trauma, will arrive on October 13th. The pop star sings on the track that was released Thursday along with the lyric video, What About Us? What about all the times you said you had the answers? What about us? What about all the broken, happy ever afters? She continues, we are problems that want to be solved. We are children that need to be loved. We are willing. We came when you called, but then you fooled us. Enough is enough. What About Us comes from producer Steve Mack, who has worked on hit songs such as Ed Sheeran's Shape of You and Clean Bandit's Rockabye and Symphony. Pink commented on her new album on Instagram alongside artwork from the project. She wrote about Beautiful Trauma alongside a photo of her wearing a sunglasses, sparkling white dress, and a puffy jacket. I could not be more excited right now. She continued by saying, I'm certifiably, insanely proud of this album. It's been a while, and I'm grateful all the years we've had. Looking forward to the next chapter with you. Beautiful Trauma is Pink's first album since 2012's The Truth About Love. The 37-year-old recently made headlines for celebrating her first concert in 4 years alongside her 6-year-old daughter, Willow. Britney Spears was left shaken Wednesday after a man rushed her on stage. The 35-year-old singer was ushered off stage after security apprehended a man mid-performance at her Piece of Me residency show in Las Vegas, according to E! News. Spears was finishing her song, You Drive Me Crazy, when a fan crept on stage and rushed towards her. She initially didn't realize the man was behind her, asking the audience, are you guys having fun? Video of the incident is shown Spears asking, is everything okay? What's going on? As she notices the commotion. Her knees buckled as she clutched a security guard and asked, he's got a gun, before taking off stage. TMZ reported the man was subdued and ejected from the concert after struggling with security. The show marks Spears' return to the Axis at Planet Hollywood in Las Vegas following a near 3-month hiatus. She wrote on Instagram prior to the concert, miss being on stage, ready for Vegas tonight. I'm so excited to see you all. Spears will continue her Piece of Me residency show through December. The singer shares 2 sons, 11-year-old Preston and 10-year-old Jaden, with ex-husband Kevin Federline. Taylor Swift appears in court Thursday to testify in a civil case claiming former Colorado DJ David Mueller groped her during a photo op in 2013. Swift referred to the experience as both horrifying and shocking, saying Mueller, who was fired after the incident, intentionally reached under her skirt and grabbed her rear end during the photo shoot, People magazine reported. Mueller, who has denied Swift's accusation, sued the musician for $150,000 in damages in September 2015. Later that year, Swift filed a countersuit claiming that Mueller committed the assault. That case in federal court led to Swift's testimony Thursday. Swift said in court, it was a definite grab, a very long grab. It was long enough for me to be completely sure it was intentional. She says, he stayed latched on my bare ass cheek as I lurched away from him, visibly uncomfortably. The first couple of milliseconds, I thought it must be a mistake. I moved to the side very quickly. Swift said the move left her dejected. A light switched off in my personality as she quickly stepped away and used a monotone voice to thank Mueller and his group for coming. Attorney for Mueller, who testified he did not grope Swift, was merely jostling for position, presented a photo from the meeting as evidence, saying Swift's skirt was not, quote, ruffled, rumpled, affected in any form or fashion, CNN reported. Swift responded, because my ass is located on the back of my body. Swift was also asked about Mueller's girlfriend at the time, Shannen Doherty, who was standing closer to the singer and is smiling in the photo. Swift said, "Yeah, she did not have her hand on my ass." Swift's mother, Andrea Swift, testified that her daughter appeared upset in the photo. She says, "There's something going on in her eyes. The second I saw the photo, I knew something was horribly wrong." While Mueller stated his palm was facing down at the time, Swift maintained that he stuck it up right up her skirt and said her description of the incident has been consistent. She says, "It happened to me. He had a handful of my ass. It happened to me. I know it was him. I didn't need a picture. I could have picked him out of a line of 1,000. This is not alleged. I don't need you to grill me about the tiny details of this photograph." Mueller claims Swift's accusation was false and ultimately ruined his career as a radio DJ. He says, "It cost me my career, it cost me my income, it's been hard on my family, it's been hard on my friends." Swift was asked about her reaction to Mueller losing his job, and the singer responded that the news had no effect on her. She says, "I didn't have a reaction to a strange person. I didn't know losing his job. That was a product of his decisions, not mine. I'm not going to let you or your client make me feel like this is my fault." Miley Cyrus has announced that her sixth studio album titled Younger Now will release on September 29th. Cyrus made the announcement on her website alongside a photo of the album's title appearing on the back of a black leather jacket. Younger Now will include the recent singles Malibu and Inspired, which features a more positive folk-infused sound when compared to her last proper album release, 2013's hip-hop-inspired Bangers. Cyrus released her fifth studio album, an experimental and psychedelic collaboration with the Flaming Lips titled Miley Cyrus and Her Dead Pets in 2015. The 24-year-old told Billboard, "I'm giving the world a hug and saying, hey, look, we're good, I love you, and I hope you can say you love me back." On Monday, it was announced that Cyrus will be performing at the 2017 MTV Video Music Awards on August 27th, Variety reported. Other performers include Ed Sheeran, Fifth Harmony, and Lorde. Kelsea Ballerini, Vince Gill, Toby Keith, Little Big Town, and Brad Paisley are set to perform at the 11th annual ACM Honors ceremony. Also slated to take the stage at the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville are Maren Morris, Thomas Rhett, Hillary Scott, and George Strait. Dedicating to celebrate the special honorees and off-camera category winners from the 52nd Academy of Country Music Awards, the program will be taped August 23rd and broadcast September 15th on CBS. The ACM Award winners were announced in April. Rock icon Bruce Springsteen says he will make his Broadway debut this fall with the solo show Springsteen on Broadway. The Born in the USA and Born to Run singer is scheduled to perform 5 shows a week in a limited engagement from October 3rd through November 26th. Springsteen said it on his website, "I wanted to do some shows that were as personal and as intimate as possible. I chose Broadway for this project because it has the beautiful old theaters, which seemed like the right setting for what I have in mind. In fact, with 1 or 2 exceptions, the 960 seats of the Walter Kerr Theater is probably the smallest venue I've played in the last 40 years. My show is just me, the guitar, the piano, and the words and music. Some of the show is spoken, some of it is sung. It loosely follows the arc of my life and my work. All of it together is in pursuit of my constant goal to provide an entertaining evening and to communicate something of value." Jordan Roth, the president of Jamaican Theaters, which owns the Walter Kerr Theater, says Bruce Springsteen is one of the greatest music storytellers, and Broadway is built on a beloved tradition of musical storytelling. What a once-in-a-lifetime thrill for all of us at Juju Madison to welcome Bruce home to his rightful place in the Broadway legacy. And finally, Glen Campbell's daughter Ashley shared on Instagram a personal photo of her holding the late country star's hand. The Too Grit star and Rhinestone Cowboy singer died Tuesday at the age of 81 after a long battle with Alzheimer's disease. Ashley, a 30-year-old musician, wrote Wednesday in the message that accompanies the image of her holding her dad's hand, "Heartbroken, I owe him everything I am and everything I will ever be. He will be remembered so well and with so much love." And that is your entertainment report for Friday, August 11, 2017. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Monday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone have a great weekend. Good night, and God bless you all.